Alright. Yo.
Yeah, we gotta be quiet. I think.
Oh wait, we were supposed to start. Yo.
Let's go.
Quiet on the set. What's up, everybody? Live from South Street, Fuck with Philly, Season 2. With your hosts, MC Alley, Rondo, Keenan from Limbo, Tourist on the Engineer, Aaron on the Phone Talk, and our special guest today, Mr. Theodore Grams. Give it up, guys. Give it up, guys. Give it up. Woo!
Thank you.
So Theodore Grams has been an OG in the Philly rap game for almost over a decade, man.
Yeah.
This dude has been in the rap game for so long, man. And just dropped an album, Dogwhistle. And this dude has been blowing up on all kinds of social media. He's coming back in this game, dog. He's coming. He's coming
hungry
for something, bro. He's hungry on this shit, bro. But real quick, man, how long you been in the game? How long you been at this?
No, like that's an honest answer. I don't know, cause like I've been doing it for I remember being on the SEPTA bus when I was like 6 or like 7 with my grandma, and like writing a song in my head. So I don't know, because then I tell people like when I started making beats like 12 or 13. Yeah. You know what I'm saying? So
what programs was you using back then? What programs was out back then? What was it?
FL Studios, like fucking like
FL Studios. It was called Fruity Loops back then, though, right?
Yeah. I don't remember what it was called. I just know I had a hand-me-down computer from like some like church program my grandma used to like had me in, and I like basically learned the ins and outs of the computer, and from there I just like.
That's all it takes for real.
You got like, are there other people in your family like musical?
Yeah, my dad. My dad, Greg P.C. German, may rest in peace and shit. He played the drums. He was a priest in the szn2 religion, or in ep5. Sorry, in ep5. And he passed me. He passed the gift down on to me.
Pass the torch.
You play instruments?
I don't like to say that. I don't like to say I play instruments because I'm not active, and I respect real, musicians.
Real music. I feel that.
Yeah.
Yo, so would you say that you were brought up in like a musical kind of place? I mean, the church, I feel like, is such a musical. It's so strange, right? Because not strange, but I feel like it's just like everyone that we've talked to, this musician has in common is like there was some kind of upbringing of like kind of like a church foundation. You know what I'm saying? Because I feel like a lot of people started finding music in that. Do you know what I'm saying? And like feeling it. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Like some people listen to music, but they don't feel it. You know what I'm
Church
saying?
is the first place I ever felt music like that.
That's what I'm
you know
saying.
What I'm saying? Everybody just dancing and shit.
I mean, I don't go no more, but that's a shame. But still,
Probably need more church.
I'm just being honest, for real.
No, I mean
Yeah,
that's real
I
shit
feel
though.
you.
Church music does bring out like a different feeling. I mean, I feel like that's why a lot of artists do come from the church scene, because it's like that's where they see all that shit first. Almost, it's like church is almost like a concert if you think about it. You know what I'm talking about? Like almost like when the band is playing, that shit like a concert at church, especially at a black church. You been to a black church?
Yeah, man.
Yeah.
I used to go to a gospel church.
Yeah, black churches when they playing that
gospel
music.
Well,
church.
my
that shit like
son's
a concert.
mom. You know what I'm saying?
What you
That was
call
like
it?
recent.
Yeah.
What you
Gospel
call
church.
How you
Gospel?
call it?
What's
Gospel
that?
church?
Or a Baptist church. Bro, I'm Jewish, bro. I ain't going fraud.
I fuck with that.
I knew what you meant when you said
I
that.
just wanted to get an outlook
Nobody
on
fuck
why.
with me neither.
Nobody fuck with you.
Nobody fuck with you?
Why you
Nobody
go
fuck with
crazy?
Yeah, did you fuck with the
Alright.
music?
Yeah.
I was like raised in a Baptist church, but my dad being in szn2 and like my mom being Muslim.
You said Santeria?
Yeah,
What's that?
szn2.
Cuban.
What's that?
Yeah, it's
That's
Cuban.
Cuban?
Yeah,
Oh,
yes, sir.
right.
Thank
That's
you for
tough.
knowing.
I know
That's
that.
what's
I know that.
So wait, where you from? Where'd you grow up?
I grew up in Philly.
North Philly?
Yeah, in Philly. Yeah,
Philly.
uptown. Yeah,
Uptown.
Germantown and Horder.
Germantown.
That's good.
Dogtown.
Dogtown. So what's Dog? So I've been telling people recently about Dogtown. Nobody knows what Dogtown means. Like a lot of people that are from like North. You know what I'm saying? A lot of people from North, West. Like I'm like, Dogtown. They're like Dogtown. But like Dogtown is like the first time I heard that term from y'all for the first time. So what is Dogtown?
Dogtown is a section of Philadelphia that I don't even like to say. 'Cause I used to be like stupid enough to try to like push a narrative that it was like a gang territory.
Yeah.
But it unfortunately it is. And like I said, I was probably like a little naive enough to try to promote that. But like to be real, that's really it's a gang sector of Philadelphia. It's not really any gang sectors of Philadelphia. It has connections to other gang cultures in the United States, and it's in the newspapers. You can Google it. It's just we just had our 50th Dogtown Day, like
For real.
and
50th
like,
Dogtown.
What's the annual?
What day
every
is
year?
that?
But I'm saying,
Damn.
What
it's
day?
an annual barbecue that in Dogtown. They throw it at a park in Dogtown on Clobden Street.
but that's good,
And
right?
it's for the kids.
That's what I'm
you
saying,
know,
that's
it's
good.
a lot for the kids and
I think it's good to sometimes
T-shirts and stuff like that.
I think if
you
you're
know?
in a community, sometimes it's good
Memorabilia.
to see who's all in the community. You know what I'm saying? And you'll quickly realize that everybody got such the same shit on common. And then people that don't know each other are the ones that do all this reckless shit to each other. But if you
No,
can go to
that's
things
real.
like this, do you know what I'm saying? I feel like if people realize like there's kids out here, there's families, like people grew up here their whole lives, y'all gonna beef about some stupid shit. I don't know.
I
it's just
mean
strange.
that's a touchy subject. I
Yeah.
grew up in a neighborhood where nothing was stupid that we was ever beefing about.
It was
If you
real.
understand redlining,
Oh, of course, yeah.
then you would understand why we doing what we doing.
Yeah.
So-
you can't get a loan from a bank because you live in a certain area.
I think it's sad. A lot of people don't know what redlining is. Like you tell them about like these where people grew up. It wasn't back in the day. It wasn't just random where you grew up. You was only allowed to grow up in a certain place. So it's kind of sad that people still don't know what redlining is.
There wasn't opportunity in these certain areas. You couldn't go to certain schools. You couldn't get certain jobs. You couldn't get certain loans. Like they just shunned you out just because of where you live at.
I mean, we talking like this is past tense. Ain't this going on today?
Yeah, for sure.
This is going on today,
Ain't no
right?
way.
Facts.
Ain't no way.
I mean, it didn't stop happening.
Even
I
if
feel,
even if it is, or even if it isn't, the possibility already existed, and it impacted neighborhoods, urban neighborhoods, people of color enough in the United States where it doesn't go away.
it don't.
So it don't really matter, at this point, that's why I like.
Yeah. Do you think because of like where you're from that like has that changed your ambition to really get after this music shit?
What you mean? I'm sorry. Repeat the question.
Yeah. So like because of where you're from, like seeing like do you know what I'm saying? Like really hustling hard. Did that kind of help your music? Like you strive so hard for this music career.
Yeah. Like with Dogwhistle 3, even like just to bring it to a current date. Like throughout the years, I've been very devoted to what I do. You know what I'm saying? Because of where I come from and who like my family is. But even with this project, even every time I steered away, like one of my friends, Briz, and like P Flexico is right here, Blue Nose is right here, Chuck Munnet is right here, Dre is right here.
The whole gang
Duck
is
right
here in this joint.
Like the fraternity, like real fraternity members. They would remind me. Thank you, sir.
problem.
They would remind me that like yo, what you doing it for? Like you got a daughter. It's a neighborhood that relies on me not for money but for inspiration.
Right.
Like
right.
it's a lot of cats that like when Briz go to Coachella, or I'm in the Hamptons, or Duck go to Trolectro or whatever. You know what I'm saying? Like,
Showing kids that all
I
this
said
stuff.
Trolectro when I meant WrestleMania. That was ass backwards. I'm sorry. Yeah, Yeah, they both like that's, you know what I'm saying? They in the nefarious thing. So that
You
like
showing all the kids that all this shit and y'all from there. So like you showing them that this is possible. It's another route that you can take. It's another. I see what you're saying. That's what's up. I feel like
and just the thought process of it, like sometimes like I remember being younger and just thinking like I had to do music because I wasn't that good at basketball, and that I think that's a fork in the road that we gotta address within our culture. Like let's clean that fork in the road and make it a tunnel where you can go in different places, not just Do I do music? Should I go get a microphone and a computer, or should I pick up some pads and run some laps? You know.
So was this your main? So you said that you chose music because you wasn't good at basketball. Is this so this wasn't your first option?
It was partial reasoning. Partial. I grew up around it.
Right,
it was
right,
like,
right.
You know, that was gonna be the introductory thing to social expedience. You know what I'm saying? Just putting me out there faster.
Yeah,
You know what I'm saying?
I feel
being
like
a child that wanted to be interact like any kid in the hood, you want to interact with other kids. You want to have a reason why.
sure.
right.
So like, was you like the first person? Like, did anybody else in your neighborhood make music? Is there anybody you seeing growing up?
Well, that's how kind of like the fraternity really came from. We had like different sectors in the hood. Like my man, Young Triz, Briz's brother, Had his rap squad. I had my rap squad. I made beats though. So, you know what I'm saying? He also engineered, but he made clothes. So we all had our different niches in the hood. It was the other people who came from my neighborhood. They had their own squads like PNB Rock and people like that were we well affiliated with by family. So it's like for us it's motivation to see each other do stuff at a young age. Yep. Go through the DVD era. We all seen it. We all been through it. You know.
I wish that shit was here. I was about to say that same shit. That shit
except when that shit starts skipping.
Then right, yo, that's the
way. You always forget that. You're always like, yo, Blockbuster's dope, and then you get some, and you're like, it don't work. And that's just.
I think I'm banned from Blockbuster.
We're talking about the freestyle DVD.
Yeah, I'm just saying DVD. Like, I'm just saying.
Back when Gilly was talking like old as shit. Back when Gilly was talking on that dumb shit.
So everybody here is like a fraternity member.
Yeah.
What is that? Like, explain it. What's that? Like,
well, the fraternity started in my grandma's house, and what we call Ella's Table. Like May 10th, 2012 was the first like actual meeting that we had.
Mm-hmm. So this is all people you grew up with, all from the neighborhood, all shit like that. Like people you just feel like already your brothers.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, that's what's up.
That's where it started from. It just started like us sitting at a table and actually having an understanding with each other, being on like the same type of time.
Right.
And it was special. We all different ages. We all from different places. My homie Diego, he's Brazilian. My homie Freddie Griffin Wayne, he's Puerto Rican. You know what I'm saying? All these guys are different shades and come from different places. Philadelphia.
Mm-hmm.
Man, it meshed together at the time. You know what I'm saying? It was perfect, and throughout, like up to now, we just like let's go through the hardship with each other. Each moment, like, you know what I'm saying, each moment.
And I feel like that's what makes a good team. Like you said, everyone has their own specialties.
Facts.
You know what I'm saying?
Real shit.
The only way to have a strong team is to be good at everything with your team.
Everybody got a job.
Everybody works together. Exactly. Everyone needs a job.
Everybody needs a job. Everybody needs to execute their job.
My bad, I'm talking that way.
You're cool. You gotta like make sure you cover every like anything that could come up. You know what I'm saying? You produce beats, so you don't ever gotta worry about a producer coming in. You also rap. You got people that do clothing. You got that shit. I feel like that's good. Like, you know what I'm saying?
Now,
that was
versatility.
Sorry.
So when y'all sat down, was that like what y'all talk about? Like, what y'all say? Y'all sat down at the table and y'all was like, what's y'all goal? Like, y'all talking about?
When we sat down, we was talking about it wasn't as definitive as art was in my mind now, and how I look at life now. It wasn't as definitive as art is, and it began to become art because like the hustle, you know, and transferring the hustle into different things, and trying to, you know, like expand your mind, and once you expand your mind, you start to see what every person is better at and more applicable to.
Right.
So
like, everybody's strong points.
Just to say, like my man Yaz, he's not here right now. He would they have Zombie Fly, and that was a clothing line that him and my man Chuck Munna had. Him, Chuck Munna, and my other homie, the Art of Noor. His name is Mo. And when they were together, when we started, they was on a whole nother time. But then because of their connections and family, they started doing clothing. But they had the wherewithal and the will to be like, let me go do that at that time, because we was sitting at that table, you know.
And I actually had a question, man. I mean, like, so you said you produce beats. Did you start producing beats and then start kind of spitting bars on them?
No, I was rapping first, and then I wanted beats, and nobody.
And you wanted it to you, like, right?
Nobody wouldn't give me no beats that I could that would fit what I wanted.
That's what I'm saying. Something that like matches you.
Yeah, really.
So like, do you never really looked at YouTube at all, like type beats and all that shit?
Before then, it was like
forums. What kind of? It was what?
It was like forums on the internet. Remember, like
Bandcamp.
It was like Bandcamp and shit like that, and that shit was just like a mediocre to me at the time. I don't know. I was simple minded, but
So what kind of beats do you look for? What kind of beats do you prefer? Like you spitting on when you listen to a beat. What are you looking for in a beat? You looking for like something like
Well, he makes them. So
Well, he makes all
yeah, that's what I say.
Well, I'm talking about before then. Before you.
I take beats too. It's not like I love music.
Right.
Yeah, exactly.
Like when I
Well,
came
even
in
then,
here,
even
when
when
I
you
came
making
in here,
it.
I saw equipment. It was like, y'all make beats. Let me hear something.
Of course.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
I love it. I just love this shit.
What
So-
come where? Oh, no.
Huh?
I was just wondering what come more naturally. Like, you make beats and you spit. Like, what?
Beats comes more naturally to me.
Could beats come more
Making
naturally?
producing in general comes more naturally to me because I like the format stuff.
Mm-hmm.
You know,
Yeah.
I like the format
Have
stuff.
full control over the record, bro. For when you make the beat
Yeah,
and spit
so
on it.
it's not. I don't even really have to be producing. They can have somebody else make the beat, and they can be in the studio.
Right.
And I'm just like, yo, this should go here.
Right.
Like my mind just works like
Right. You know how you
in
want it to hear.
sequencing. You know.
When did you make your like first album? Would you say? Like, how far back do you think that was? When you, like, I know like people used to make tracks and stuff like that, but when you're like, I'm gonna make an album.
Invisible Celebrity 1 was my first project.
How long ago was that?
I don't
Yeah,
even
so-
remember. I don't even remember. I just know it was mad long ago, and I had a low cut, and I was really into like nerdy stuff. I was really into like extremely nerdy stuff, and like, you know, but I was still like so privy of the streets and so privy to what I was doing at the time. I was like 14 or something. I don't even remember.
Yeah. What's the timeline? What's your tape timeline all the way up to Dogwhistle 3?
Let me see it, John.
What's that? How did that go?
Invisible Celebrity.
Let me see it, King.
Great Job 1. It's 13 of them.
It's 13
Yeah.
tapes.
13 tapes? You got 13 tapes out?
What's your top 5?
My top 5 for
Yeah.
me. For me, I ain't make them yet.
Yeah, maybe.
That's a
can't-
good answer. I ain't
I
gonna
can't
lie.
even
That's a
really-
good ass answer, bro.
I feel that.
I ain't gonna lie. That's a real good ass.
I can't. Like Dog Whistle 3, the one that I just dropped, is definitely one of them. Not because of the response. The music really. The process throughout it was just beautiful. It was just a beautiful process to me, you know.
Can I also, yeah, I was about to say,
That was a
can I
hell
also
of a
say
shit.
that I love, and we've been saying this a lot, you did a 7-track album, which is perfect. It's perfect.
I feel
The attention span of people nowadays, if you drop a 20-track album, bro, you're wasting half an album.
Wasting half an album. You gotta
They're
catch
not-
people
They're
attention
not
in a
picking up the
millisecond.
they
That
won't.
7-track
real
is
shit.
perfect because if you have 7 beautiful songs, that makes a good album.
That's a good
That's
job.
for sure.
Think
It's
about
not
it.
just
If it's 20
20
songs,
It's
you
not
only
just 20 songs, you're just wasting your time.
well,
doing
you only
this
gonna
shit.
listen to 7 anyway if it's
Real
20
shit.
songs. Real shit.
How much time
Keep
you
it
got in the
bean.
car?
You
know
don't
what I'm
think
saying?
you don't think if somebody had something to say, that it
Like
could
they
be
got a lot to
20
say.
tracks worth?
I mean,
I think so. Look,
And
here's the
me-
thing. I don't think it's not beautiful because I know there's talented people. I'm saying the climate that we live nowadays, it's hard, man. It's
because
hard.
nowadays people attention span is like
So
this
quick.
small. Like you almost got. That's low key why I feel like a lot of artists are like doing all this wacko, like wearing all this weird because they gotta get your attention real quick. And then once they got you, it's like, all right, I got this nigga. All right, let me spit some shit real quick. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
But nowadays you gotta
I
get
think
people.
a lot of people might be eclectic. I like to try to think of things as like spin it as positive as I can for you. You know what I'm saying? I'll make the excuse for you. You know what I'm saying? Because a lot of people aren't really like smart enough to know like
Quality over quantity.
That's really what it is,
No,
quality
like,
over
and I mean,
quantity.
like, and I don't even want to say that, but like, a lot of people just aren't smart enough to really like express how they feel about like what's going on, so they
Right.
adapt. You know what I'm saying? And because
I see that.
as the wilder things get, then the wilder adaptation gets.
Right.
So I just think like nobody, you know,
That's some real shit. The
be
wilder it gets, the
but-
wilder the adaptation gets.
yeah,
That's
like
real shit.
I think like the be yourself moniker, like my homie that made these pants, they call be yourself. His name Plus Text. But like the be yourself moniker for all of us, and I think for the whole world should be like you protect being yourself. Don't just be yourself. Protect that. You know what I'm saying? And when you stand for something and you protect that, I think a lot of everything that comes to you as like inviting influence,
Right.
you steer away from it because
Yeah.
you see like this isn't for me or this is for me. But
Right,
we live
right.
in an advertising world,
Facts.
so you like if you looking at your phone, more than likely you being advertised 3 to 4 things in like what is it, a second and a half.
It's wild.
Always somebody trying to sell you shit.
The
you don't
motherfuckers
want.
listening to you, bro.
They trying to sell you
I be
shit.
talking about something and I see it.
Yeah, I don't know. That's an algorithm. That's an algorithm.
Actually, you was
guess,
crazy.
man.
No, so ready? I took a class and it was called ontology, right? So that's the biggest money in the world right now is data, right? And what data is what you buy. So your credit card companies will give out what you bought. Do you know what I'm saying? So then right away, if you buy something, it shows up on your feed. It connects to your social media. It connects to advertising. That's the number one money marketer right now. How much people spend on
crazy.
just advertising? It's crazy.
Yeah, the
wanna
people
learn
from the
who you
UK,
are.
right?
Yeah.
Then the lady from the UK, not the lady from the UK. It's a company that was in the UK. They was supplying Donald Trump with the all of the data, so he can get directly to the voters.
Yeah, so ready.
I don't know.
It was also Russia
misquoting.
kind of made some fake accounts that would just be harassing like other political
Russians
people.
was doing that.
Yeah, but I'm not gonna be all getting into it right now. You know what I'm saying?
They make like fake.
I like my life, America. I fuck with y'all. I fuck with you, America. So don't fucking.
Yeah, we about to
don't
go
do
in
me
a
out.
rabbit hole talking about that.
Yeah, I'm not
shit.
gonna do that.
Yeah.
So,
wait,
but anyways,
so for your tape, I
yeah.
just want to know: did you originally plan to do 7 songs on the tape, or you just like that was the songs that like you was like this needs to be on here? Or was that your plan all the way?
No, 7.
You want a 7?
7
It's
off
a good number.
Like I only had seven things to say. I only had 7 different perspectives to really speak from, and I knew that they could be filled with the production that I created and with the time that Herb Sims gave me, at surf school. You feel what I'm saying? And once we put that time together with Tezaro on the last record, it took me some time to really get that 7-101 like out. Once I got it out, she helped me like round it out with her voice and the hook, and it was complete. Like I felt like I had this. I said what I had to.
Who is Tezaro? Because you were mentioning them to me outside and stuff, but I wonder who's that?
That's now she my girl.
Oh,
but on some. Yeah,
Got her.
Yeah. I had to rap that one real fast. I had to. You know what I'm saying?
You worked on music before with her?
Yeah. I had to rap that
Straight
one.
Quavo, right up
you know what I'm
on.
saying?
Quavo and Cardi.
So you were working with music before. So do you think that working with different people has also inspired you to a different level? I feel like a lot of people are so scared, like not scared, but like they don't like to participate in other people's things to get kind of like mine. You know what I'm saying? But I feel like the thing with music is if you kind of like expand your mind with other people, then you become a smarter like lyricist. You become a smarter musician because you're working with other like-minded people. Like I was always taught, right? Be the stupidest person in the room. Because then you only can get smart from all these people. You can only get better. You know what I'm saying? Surround yourself with killers, and you become a killer.
Oh shit!
Yeah.
I feel the similar sentiment of that. I just do it less.
Yeah.
I try not to go around people so I can hone my
Find
skill.
yourself,
Hone my skill
facts.
enough to like be an individual
Facts.
when I do step in the room
I feel that.
with the killers. You know what I'm saying? But I know that when you around like real musical killers that really like do their job, and if you ask them to do something, they do like 40 times extra. It's like you like when I'm working with Noah Breakfast, I get this feeling of
Let's talk about
like
my
when
man.
I get this invigorating feeling where it's like I'm young again. Like I'm young. Like I mean like 6.
Creating.
Yeah, like I feel like
doing,
6
everyone's
again.
just like, oh, shit.
Like I feel like I'm
That's
drawing on the
motivating.
wall. Like I'm not supposed to be drawing on the wall. And I'm gonna get in trouble for this, but it's fun.
Yeah.
Like that's how I feel when I'm working with Noah. So it's like I do it less. You know, you try to do things like that less so you can like chase that feeling. The more you, as an artist, you chase a feeling, the better you can get. You know.
When did you meet Noah? Or Zafoon? Or does he call himself Zafoon South?
There's no breakfast.
No
we don't
breakfast,
even
I'm
say
sorry.
that. We don't
True.
say that.
I've just known you for so long, man. It used to be Zafoon, bro, dropping them hot ass mixtapes, dog. That was that shit, man.
Yeah, that was a good time. I love that time too. But
MTV, all that stuff, man. He was doing stuff.
Noah Breakfast right now, like Noah Breakfast is a entity like
It's a different
bigger
animal.
than
Facts.
at least in my mind.
But he's always been like that too. He's probably just at a greater level now than he was. Like when he's cooking, bro, like it's just like he can play guitar, he can play drums, he can play every instrument.
I mean,
every
it's
instrument.
him.
If you can play every instrument, you have to be able to make it.
Not to try to like
Thanks.
neglect his energy that he presents, but you got him, you got Maddie Free, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah,
That's
Maddie
his little
too.
brother, and then you got Gabe.
Y'all
as
went
well.
to Jew camp with me. Shout out Camp Khalil, bro.
Oh, where you? Oh, word.
Yeah, that was my counselor. I was telling them. That was my counselor.
Noah was your counselor.
Yeah, swear to God. Yeah, did you? Yo, he was cooking like Sad Food Mixtape 1 in our John while he was making us clean up shit.
Bro, when
But I
he
still
came
love you,
back,
bro.
no, I remember that. Like
You made us clean up a lot of shit, and that was, I don't know, that was your fault, but whatever. It is what it is. I was a young, and I get it.
We
respect it.
We got a lot done that summer too.
I remember.
You know what I mean? We got a lot done that summer. Shout out to
I remember
him.
that. He introduced me. I was in, fuck, man, I must have been 8th, 7th grade or something, bro. I think 7th grade, yeah.
That's a
Maybe
mid.
eighth
That's
grade,
a
yeah.
while ago.
But that's like a good 10 years ago.
But I remember that. You know what I'm saying? I feel like 8th grade is when I became my like me. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
No, just like me. I don't know.
8th grade
you know
when
what
you
I'm
became a man.
saying? Before that, like I don't know what the fuck I was. Bro.
Right.
Yeah, I'm just like,
in 8th grade.
That's funny as shit.
In his first, he got some poom poom.
I got a
in 8th
beard
grade.
and shit after too. You know what I'm saying?
So who can you compare yourself the most out of every artist that you heard? Like if you was to say like, yeah, I compare myself to like so and so, who would that be? Who would you consider yourself to be like?
I chase writers, like authors.
Mm-hmm.
I don't really chase rappers.
Ah.
I chase authors. Like
So all right, yeah, elaborate a little bit. What you mean by that?
Yeah, what authors?
I don't really. I can't like in a literal sense. Like you're trying to communicate with people, right? As
Right.
an artist, and you're doing it in a cadence and certain frequencies you're playing with, and that's great, right?
Right.
But like as a writer, you have to be like literal and speaking to people
Okay.
and invoking emotion, and I think that's what authors' jobs are.
So would you consider yourself an author more than a rapper at that point?
I do music. I try to compete with the thought processes of great thinkers.
Do you write too?
That's a good concept though. I
Do you
never
write
heard nobody say that though. So basically, you like putting
I mean, you do
a
write,
book
but-
on a.
Yeah,
Right.
but not like I'm not trying to write no book or nothing right now. No.
But no, but based on, but from what you said, so it could be like you are kind of writing. I mean, so what's a book? I mean, a book can be on music too.
I mean, like writing. You
basically
like
consider-
a bestseller. I'm not trying to get a bestseller right now. I'm trying to get
Man, fuck a bestseller.
album of the year.
Yeah.
no, but I mean, like, so you
that's all
basically,
subjective,
Album of
though.
the year is that shit.
But yeah, honestly. Oh, so you say you chase that feeling like when you like making something, you feel like you're in that childlike mindset of shit. So like, what? How'd you get into the mindset, or what mindset did you get into to create this new tape you just dropped?
With a new tape that I dropped, I was in a funny space because I was when did we said we wanted to start Dogwhistle 3 yeah, it was 2017 when we had records. We had it done. It was done.
you had it done in 2017.
Yeah. We had
You had the
beats.
track list laid out in
We had
2017.
Yeah, it
Raw
was just
shit.
mad raw. Like I'm saying, like it was done. Like we could have picked 7 songs and it been that because I think because it was that easy and at that time, like I was away from my brothers. I wasn't traveling as much down to Philadelphia.
Right.
I didn't feel like I had that feeling for the records that I had, so
Right.
I started letting them go, and then catching traction from those records. I felt obligated to like make a project, like a resurgency, like
Facts.
See, I ain't gonna lie. I like the fact that you said that 2017 because like I feel like nowadays I heard the term microwave rap and oven rap. No, real shit. Because nowadays I feel like a lot of music. If you ask a lot of these artists nowadays, they probably made their records in like a couple days. You know what I'm saying?
I did
The
one
fact
take.
that you- yeah.
like, half of your shit about. I'm like, I
Exactly.
don't know,
The
bro.
fact that you said
think can't do it
2017,
better?
that's like oven rap. It's like you took your time and you thought that shit
I
out.
appreciate somebody that can go on creatively and express themselves in the stream of consciousness.
Right. Well, no, I
'Cause
appreciate that too. I'm not knocking it, but I'm just saying like I appreciate
There's a
when an
difference.
artist takes his time on his craft and not rushing it. Just think about it. Like everybody
I rushed the thought.
everybody want the oven mac and cheese. You don't want
Like,
the
I rushed
microwave
the-
mac and
just the-
cheese,
just like-
right?
just-
Real
oh, for
shit.
sure.
You
That's
want
a
the oven
fact.
mac and cheese. You want the shit that took their time. You don't want the easy mac. Nobody want that shit for
Yo,
Thanksgiving.
bro.
Fuck out of here. You want the baked mac and cheese. You feel what I'm saying? I want the shit that's been sitting there cooking for a couple hours, thought out.
days.
Real shit. You know what I'm saying?
That's a fact.
That's a fact.
If you're comparing it like that and we're using that analogy, it was times where, like I said, we just didn't feel it feeling with the records.
And that's okay. And the fact that you noticed that is what I'm saying. That's a good joint because a lot of exactly you.
But it's about
you
the
realize
it's about
that
the feeling you chasing. I'm chasing chasing the satisfaction. I'm chasing the satisfaction to lead whoever the listener is into a happier space or a more understanding space, whether it be you can relate to me or you can't relate to me or whatever it is. You feel what I'm saying? I invoke an emotion and it leads you somewhere else. And as long as that's in a positive sense and you moving forward, that's my job.
Yeah, so I was going to say, too, sometimes if you try to perfect it too much, you never drop shit. You know what I'm saying? Sometimes, like, as an artist, you go crazy in the booth, like, oh, I could do this better. And you're just doing it for days, and then it's almost, like, probably worse than it was in the beginning. Yeah. You keep trying to chase that perfection. So I think there's a medium ground. You know what I'm saying? So it's kind of like, I don't know, I just think there's kind of, you got to feel it out for what it is.
Right.
I feel like sometimes, I don't know, but it's probably hard for artists to do that sometimes. Only because you got, like you were saying, like you have to have that feeling. So like sometimes you get like these mental blocks and stuff where you don't feel it and you're like, I don't want to just drop something just because I'm dropping shit, you know what I'm saying, and stay relevant. Yeah. You gotta like have that feeling, like he was saying, like that childlike mentality when you're just writing on walls and shit. Yeah. And it's hard to feel that feeling when you're just like thinking a lot of like pressure, like you got pressure coming from this way, that way, that way. You know, it's not always clear.
What's it like living in New York? Have you met some I feel like New York's such a busy city too, man. Like you probably, I feel like you gotta meet some crazy people. Like not crazy in a bad way, but like a good way.
Philly on steroids.
Maybe both, you know. Maybe a little bit of both.
That's a New York Cup right
here.
No,
you probably did see some crazy people. It's crazy people everywhere. But
no, I meant crazy in a good way. Like these people be after it. Like some of the best hustlers in the world are in these big cities like New York.
I've met some very eclectic people.
That's what I'm saying.
I ain't gonna lie, I have no idea what eclectic means.
Come to New York.
Learn what that is.
They show you.
I've been to New York one time. I ain't been to like New York. Wait, so where you at in New York? What part of
I'm in a bush. I'm in Flatbush right now.
Flatbush?
Yeah, but I've lived in Bushwick. You know what I'm saying? I've spent my fair share in the Upper West Side, Upper East Side.
I don't know. If you had to compare it to Philly, what part of Philly you in right now? New York.
The thing is, Brooklyn is like
where you at in Philly
state.
in New York?
If you think about like New York,
like
Brooklyn is a whole other thing compared to like sometimes Manhattan. I mean, you can get there on the sub and all that other shit for sure. It's all connected, but I'm saying like
you in New York, but where you at right now in Philly? That's New York, but where at in Philly? You see what I'm trying to say?
Like, what can you compare it to?
Yeah, where
can I compare this right here?
Flatbush. What's Flatbush like? What's that like?
It's right across the bridge.
West, North.
Flatbush, like you got East New York. That's a rough part, right? But then you got like Flatbush, it's not like it's not Philly, I can't explain it. It's like you on Germantown Ave during the day at 3:00 in the morning.
Yeah, like the city don't sleep. Yeah, you're always surrounded by some shit.
I ain't lying. Like
everything open, everything.
Hell yeah, dude, they don't sleep, bro.
No, nothing's open.
Nothing's open,
but everybody out.
Yeah. This shit crazy as shit. He's not lying.
Niggas just walking around, just out there.
And I'm on the
wide awake.
I'm on the
wide awake.
I'm on the block. Yeah, I'm on the block, so I'm seeing everything. I'm hearing everything. I'm feeling everything. And so when they come visit me, it's fun for them because they get to see the other aspect of New York.
You need to learn how to take naps if you're in New York.
Nightlife.
You know what I'm saying? You need to just sleep for 4 and then be out for 6 and then sleep for 4 and then be out for 6.
Yeah, you gotta know how to take a train too, man.
Fuck yeah.
Yeah.
So and a sub.
Why'd
you know the sub, that's how you get around New York.
Yeah.
Knowing New York is so different. It's just like its own little world. Like, why'd you make the choice to move from Philly to New York?
I was doing a project in New York called Wishful Thinking with Theodore, who is now,
Shout out to Zara.
And she plays cello. We were working on a project. She introduced me to a lot of good people, and because of that, I extended my hand to stay there for some time, learned some things, and started traveling more after that. You know what I'm saying? Took a trip to Cali, met some more people. You feel what I'm saying? And that opened my mind just into business. You feel what I'm saying? Just how they operating with streaming and playlists and stuff like that. Mm-hmm. And in California, it's a little different because they have a system of iHeartRadio would be 30 radio stations in a 80 mile to 100 mile radius. You feel what I'm saying? It'd just be so many radio stations that iHeartRadio has in. So if you have in with iHeartRadio, you might can get yourself somewhere.
Okay.
That's just something I learned. Not that I have in with them, but it's something that I had an outlook on at the time.
Right.
And I was being introduced to people that could open my eyes to a lot more things than that. So with traveling there, going to different places, I was like, I might as well stay up here, you know, just so I can get. It can be my hub and I can bounce around, you know, and especially being with the lady that I'm with, you know what I'm saying, it's definitely been pleasant. So I'm chilling.
So does she play classical music? I mean, does she play classical music?
She's classically trained.
That's
Yeah,
dope.
she plays what she wants,
That's
you know what I'm
tough.
saying, but
Like a jazzy style? Like something like what it said?
I couldn't really explain it. It's her own. It's her axe, you know, like it's her weapon. She treats it like a weapon, so. Like, she's more of an attacker with it. She attacks more with it, and I admire, appreciate it.
You ever make a beat with her? Like, you ever collaborated on like a soundtrack or something?
Yeah.
That would be hard. I love the way strings sound on hip hop beats.
Yeah,
bro.
wishful thinking. We did a four track project.
Oh, y'all did
Wishful
a
thinking in a short film with it.
Oh,
She
shit.
just got a
Alright,
drum
yeah,
kit
that's a
on her
good joint.
playing cello.
crazy.
That would be crazy.
I
gotta check it out. I didn't see
yeah.
some.
Yeah, we
And you
gotta
just
try
spit
that
some
out.
bars. Because on that kind of stuff, you have to have, like, you're an intellectual rapper, you know what I'm saying? So, like, to spit intellectual bars on that, that's important, you know what I'm saying? Thank you. Nah, for real, man. I mean, you know that. You know what I'm saying? Come on. That's what it is. Other people just be like,
I'm into that though.
Yeah, sure, bro. It's like disco, right? I could dance to some disco, but I ain't
I'll fuck
gonna
with
listen to
all
it a
of
million
That's
times.
That's
over
a
and
good
over and over
analogy.
again.
I
like
like
that.
disco.
Yeah.
I guess.
I like
Yeah.
disco, but you know, come on, you know what I'm saying?
Disco had its time.
You got funk or disco. Funk got like fucking. That's got like some musically talented people. And disco's just some kind of bullshit sometimes. You know, fuck it. I don't know anybody who did disco.
I'm gonna ask you the same question I asked you last week. If anybody can name one disco artist, or
All right,
a disco.
so ready? I know Earth,
anything.
Wind, and Fire was funk.
That ain't
but
disco.
But they kind of made some disco tracks at the end.
No, bro, it ain't. That's more
I think
like
they kind of veered.
That's
into-
cookout
But then they
music.
stopped. So like, they're funk.
And then
motherfuckers.
hip hop knocked disco off.
that's
the map.
cookout music. That shit you play when you got ribs on the grill and shit. That ain't disco.
I don't think we need to know. Like, we live in a day and age where you really don't even have to know what genre you like.
Facts. You
Or
just like 'em all.
anything or anything. You can just like go on Google and type in disco, and it will take you to somebody's Spotify that has a playlist of
Right.
their favorite songs.
Their disco
So
shit.
I don't have to do anything.
I feel like rap should have a sub. Well, we was talking about this the other day, Keenan. Where we was like, rap should have like you can't take a. Rap needs to have subcategories to it too. Like you know how like
I think
you can't call everybody a rapper because everybody is
Some people
not
be singing
a rapper.
kind of. It kind of is like singing.
It's not
like
even.
almost
It's
like
not
R&B
even singing.
kinda.
It's more so like
just
melodic
rhythm.
rapping.
Yeah.
But it needs to be a category for that because you can't compare that next to a rapper next to
I
a
feel
lyricist.
like
you think
all right, well,
hip-hop
I
is
think
different than
that's not
rap?
our fault. All right, it's not. All right, I'm gonna keep it a stack. I don't know if you agree, but it's not our fault that all this music is getting classified as rap music. Like I don't know, other genres like rock and roll has so many subgenres
Yeah, like
that you
alternative,
could be like punk
right.
rock, grunge, all that shit.
But I think
But we're
hip-hop
not.
kinda
I don't know.
does.
I feel like urban music isn't awarded that. Like if
But
you
I think-
if you make this type of sounding song, it's rap. So that's why you got all these people being like, "That's not rap," because it's like
'Cause it's not.
they're forcing it into a box and it's subjective. Like you know what I'm saying?
Facts.
That's just not. I
I
don't know.
don't
It
know
shouldn't
how
matter.
to
It shouldn't matter.
categorize or like anything anymore. I got too much respect for it, like the musicians and what they stand behind and what they stand for. Like if you hear a song, thank you, bro. If you hear a song and you are able to question the genre, it's been well promoted enough that you should respect it. A lot of shit go behind these
I see
records,
that.
bro.
Facts.
A
But
lot
if
of
we
shit go
actually
behind
sit
this
down
shit,
with
bro.
one of these artists and be like, look, bro, we got this nigga right here. He got bars. We're going to call him a rapper. And we're going to listen to your music too. And we're going to play your shit. Are you a rapper too?
Well, don't you think
I feel like he
hip
would
hop
have
is
a
a
hard time saying
subcategory?
yes,
Do you
'cause,
think
like,
hip hop is
sometimes
a subcategory of rap? What is hip hop? Is hip hop that? Is hip hop
I
everything?
think hip hop.
I feel like hip hop's
I think
everything
hip hop
like
is
that,
the
right?
culture.
Okay.
I think hip hop is the culture, and I think like rap and different kinds
It
of rap.
falls in it.
Yeah, it's like there's rap, and then there's like like skateboarding, and then there's like spray painting and like fashion.
You know what we should
But
do?
Yeah,
Oh, my bad, my bad.
And then under rap, you would have different subgenres of rap. Where it's like, to me at least, you would have like trap, and then you would have like grime, and then you would have like backpack or whatever you would like to call that, conscious. And then you would have like scam rap, which is like a very popular,
Scam rap. Hold on, elaborate. What's
fucking
scam?
TJX6?
Oh, that's the nigga you showed
You know
me.
what I'm talking about?
Yeah, it was like.
Were they telling you I do shit? Kind of like some Dead Prez
Dark
shit.
web
Remember
boy.
Dead Prez used to do
like
that?
dark web boy.
Dead Prez used to be saying that
He the
shit.
dark web boy.
I mean, a lot of people talked about
Get an
scamming
ID.
throughout
The
their
face is you, but the name is me.
Yeah.
I'll make that paperwork. Like,
You
1,
think
2,
he's
3, let's
serious?
make
You
it
think he
work.
keeping it a bean with all that shit, all that dark
That's
web
real,
shit?
bro. That's like the hardest.
I know it's real, but why would he do that? Why would he tell
him
himself
about
on
the
the
boy
rap?
TJX6? He's like the boy from Detroit that to rap about. Like he'll
His
he
flow
will
is just
detail
weird.
how
His flow's
he
a little
Do it
weird.
sound
Track
good?
credit
Do it
card.
sound good to you?
It sound good.
I mean, yeah.
No.
It shouldn't
I'm
matter.
asking, like, do you think that like he's keeping it a bean? Like, you think
I think he's keeping it. Being.
Why would he tell himself?
Because it's hard to get like because scamming. If you know how to do scamming, is good. Would you
trying to
say?
get
He just say he just know
He
a lot.
do know
Yeah.
a lot.
And
But
the
I'm
thing
saying,
about
like,
scamming is if you're good at scamming, there's no way you could literally say I'm doing this, and there's no way. It's not like saying I
can't
shoot
trace-
guns and stuff because you get caught. Like you know what I'm saying?
I know what
It's
you're saying,
scamming. They
yeah.
can't follow you back. They do the
That's
they do the
true.
joint that's changed the IP address like every fucking second, so they
Right.
can't even track you down. 'Cause They
Yeah.
don't know where you at.
That's true.
So that's like it's hard to book a scammer, but a lot of people do it the dumb way. Like, well, it's not really a dumb way. You just can't. There's a lot of like trusting other people because people sell you like the program. Like I can sell you a program that teach you how to scam a card.
You know a lot about that shit.
Yeah, it's crazy.
What you know about all that?
Yeah, what y'all try to get into? You know what I'm saying?
Put me
I don't know a
on.
lot
Say a
about
little bit of
I don't
bread,
want
a lot
no
of
parts.
muscle,
I
you
was
know
just
what I'm
saying. You
need a
know a lot
couple
about that
hours.
shit.
I had a roommate. I don't want to incriminate nobody, but
Yeah,
I had a homie that like showed me about like Silk Road and all that shit.
Oh, fuck that bull.
That shit is crazy.
Anyways, fuck that bull. We all know that bull. Fuck that bull, yo.
Yeah, fuck that.
Yo, fuck that bull, right? Right, Keaton?
Yeah, he drunk.
Yeah, fuck that bull.
I
All
don't
right, so
know.
I'm just being honest.
Fucking nobody.
Said, right, Keaton?
I'm just saying, fuck that bull. No one else has to. All right, so ready? Here on Fuck with Philly, why don't we make some subcategories for hip hop? What should be a category?
What's your
Ding.
category? It's a new game.
Yeah, I got it ready in post. I'm gonna make a thing right there. Ding. It's gonna look like a box. Watch.
All right. I think it already is subcategories because number one, we got conscious rap.
Contract. Ding. One.
That already
You
exists.
think it should be subcategories?
I 100%.
We were
All right,
just saying
listen.
that. We're-
I don't think it should be, though. I want some type
I'm gonna
shit
tell
that
you why.
nothing needs
I'm
a
gonna tell you
box.
why. I'm gonna tell you why. If you had an award show, right, and you put everybody, if you put a, this is hypothetically, if you put a J. Cole next to a Lil Pump for best rap song of the year,
Fuck a worship.
what the fuck? I'm saying like you're not giving him the proper credit. If Lil Pump wins for the most streams, all right, but we all know who probably had the real best song of the year. So why are they
That's
going up
better than
against?
trophies.
Why are they all going up
But that's
against each other?
subjective. How can you award people on
So I
something
feel like he should
on
be in his own
something that's
category
But how
because
can
he
you-
is the best at something, but not at what J. Cole does.
But you're saying the best and all that shit. How can you award people on something that's subjective?
All right, can we just play the game? Man?
The
Come on.
best to you.
I started this whole thing. I started
Oh.
making this box and post at it. I'll be mad as shit.
Like you feel
all
me
right,
or
I made
no?
one thing that we can't
like
make a
you
bunch of-
think they should be judging people on something that's subjective?
Ding.
Like of course this
But
is
I'm
gonna
not judging
be
them. I'm saying
this
that,
song is
like,
gonna be the best
ding,
song to this
ding,
person, but that like
No,
might
I'm
not
saying-
relate. You know what
in
I'm
a
saying?
category
Like,
though,
shit.
they should not be going head to head. It's almost like you talking
They
about
shouldn't
like
be.
Ding.
it's
ding,
almost like
ding,
you
ding,
can't
ding.
compare Iverson to Shaq. They did two different things. You can't compare
So
them.
why are we
They
trying
shouldn't
to
be in the
compare
same
them?
race. You feel what I'm saying? They should be in two different
You can
races.
say one's a better point guard than a better center.
Facts. Yo, y'all right. So why
So
are we trying to
ding,
compare
we
them?
did one. Let's do another one. All right, so ready? What's the other one? Trap. Ding. All right.
I don't want to have this conversation.
Disco rap. I'll put Young Thug in a. I'll put Young Thug
All right, so
in
let's
a.
name that. Well, all right, so ready?
Young
I'm not
Thug-
gonna call it
He
mumble.
on this song.
They're not. I'm not calling it mumble. I'm not calling it mumble. Yeah, but I think what else can we call it that's not as disrespectful as mumble rap?
Figure it out,
You
rap.
shouldn't. Mumble, that's
And
Figure that shit out, right?
That's what I'm saying. I'm
But
not
do
saying
you-
mumble
do you
rap.
see
I'm
the-
saying what else can we call
And
it?
I mean this from
You
an
know
artist
it's a
perspective,
bubble
bro.
of that.
I mean this
You
from
know
an
what I'm saying?
artist perspective, bro. Like for real, no disrespect.
No, yeah. No disrespect.
It leaves a space for. You should allow them to choose what they
Yeah.
want to be called. You understand what I'm saying? Like this is like we living in a world
Alright.
in a time right now where like
All right, Aaron,
artists like
what you
we
want to be
can't-
called, bro?
But I think they would agree that they not.
But I'm saying, you feel me?
Nah,
Like,
just play it.
and I'm
Yeah,
not saying like, yo, people just gotta get a union.
Facts.
No, let them get a union together.
Alright.
Like if the ones that's getting money, right?
Right.
Put a union together, right? You feel what I'm saying? And call it something. You know what I'm saying?
That's
and
what
once
I'm
you
saying.
call it that, that's what the genre gonna be.
That's what
That's
the
what
genre
people
gonna
gonna
be.
respect because y'all got the money and y'all
But-
bringing it in. You feel what I'm saying? But if
Real
y'all
shit.
not working together as
Real
a
shit.
union and putting your paper together,
All right.
They can
You
call
know what I'm
anything
saying?
They want to call you.
but this pay me
But I
gang
think
thing
they-
we got
Alright,
like
so
this.
can we
like,
call it like
okay?
other? Is that fair?
No.
Just for the ding
You
thing?
shouldn't
No,
call
like
it
let me give you an
nothing,
example. Let me
I'm
give
not
you an
gonna say mumble
example.
rap, I'll say
Let me give
It's
you
not
an
a name
example.
for it,
This pay me gang thing. This pay me gang thing we got going on is called pay me gang, right? It's a couple of us from the fraternity, right? It's a subgenre of the fraternity. You feel what I'm saying? Because it's the homies that do a specific thing.
Right.
You feel what I'm saying? With music, they do it. With music, they do a specific type of music for the fraternity. We speak a certain type of way already, but they come from a certain frequency and mindset that the average fraternity dude probably wouldn't hear.
For
So
sure.
it's like you gotta just they want to be called pay me gang.
Yeah.
They call pay me gang.
Facts.
That's the wave.
No, you're right.
You
That's
feel what I'm saying?
That's what I'm
Like,
saying.
I
I'm
was just
almost
saying.
positive. I can almost 100% say that they wouldn't consider themselves in the same category as like real lyricists. I'm just saying. I just don't think they should be. I just think it should be different subcategories.
All right, so what's another hip
It's not
hop
their
category
fault, though.
then?
It's not the
besides
artist's
them?
fault
I-
how the masses perceive them or where they want to put them. Like
You're
everybody
right.
always got. It's like we always want to put something in a box. Like why?
It's not even in a box. It's just that like. Well, I guess you are kind of right in
It
a
is,
way,
like, you,
but
every
like,
time you see an artist, you're like,
I don't know.
who are they like? Who are they like? What are they like? Just let them make let them be what they want to be. Like you,
as humans, you like to identify things. You know what I'm saying? You don't like to see something and not being able to identify it. You
Me,
being
yeah,
able to
that's a
identify it.
survival.
If I see something, I want to know that this is a
survival.
lighter. What is this called? If I see something new, oh, what is this? What's this called? Can you give me a background on it? Okay, this is a boom, boom, boom. You feel what I'm saying?
It's just for
We
fun.
just-
I'm not writing this shit in the
Dude,
dictionary.
that
you know what I'm
music
saying?
and stuff, that's an art though. Like that's like not. That's like something that's
Just ding.
like,
You know what I'm saying?
weird.
Ding.
I don't
It's not
know.
like
All right, what's
this.
another category? What's another category then? Besides that,
Disco rap.
what's disco rap?
I don't fucking know. Disco rap.
Oh, is that like some old school like?
I would
Is it a
consider
hip?
I would consider like
I
a
can see-
Hip to the hip, hip,
I
hop,
could-
don't stop, stop.
EDM rap. That would be like that would have been Tekashi ratting ass.
No,
Nah. That
Tekashi
motherfucker-
is a rat.
See,
That was
Tekashi
trap.
you put, but then
That was
you
more
put
trap shit.
you put those artists, and I mean as an artist, and as an artist, I'm speaking for artists. You put them in a space where you say like EDM rap, right?
Yeah.
All right, it's some dude that's hot from EDM rap, like my man Bagnero. Will rap circles around a lot of people.
Right,
That's
right.
the lane that he chooses to go down.
Right.
He turns his stage into his home. Every city that he goes to, all over the globe, people gotta respect that. That's
Right.
the lane that he wants to go down. You feel what I'm saying? As a hip hop artist, you feel what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So you call him an EDM rapper. If he give you 32 right there in front of you, what you gonna say now?
It'd be like, damn, you really want to?
What you gonna say now?
That's true. But you say he called himself an EDM rapper. That's not the people calling himself.
No,
an
I'm saying y'all him listen to what he got to say, and he'll tell you what he is.
EDM. All right, yeah. Well, that's
All right,
that's what's up.
Ding, EDM rap.
That's
I
facts.
feel that.
EDM rap. I think that's
We
a
have,
good job.
I'm trying to think, man. I mean, because there's like
Yeah,
a
you
jazz,
crazy.
there's like a jazz type rap too,
Like a
You know what I'm
Kendrick,
saying?
like Kendrick type shit. Oh,
But
yeah,
that,
jazz
but that
and
could
shit.
be conscious. Did we not say conscious?
Conscious rap. That's the one. That's the
Oh,
joint.
ding. All right, conscious rap. All right. You got any more?
So do you think a conscious rap? I just to ask y'all a question, cause since we here,
Ask anything you
Oh,
want.
it's got something to
You got any
say.
questions?
Sly rappers don't sometimes.
Everybody got-
what is it when a conscious rapper wants to go do a record from a cadence of what y'all might call a mumble rapper?
That's cool.
Is he
He's getting
considered
bread.
a mumble rapper just for that record?
No. But if he
He's-
starts going
Huh.
on the joint, then I'll be
I
like,
mean,
I'm be honest.
for an example, J. Cole, and I don't want to bring nobody up because I'm a fan, but like,
that was funny.
No, you
he
actually
started
are right
making
because he
shit
did
with,
start
like-
changing it. Well, I feel like,
He didn't change though.
but listen, this goes back to what I was saying
Well, he did
about like
change, but, like,
this goes back to what I was saying about doing like getting attention, getting people's attention span. Sometimes you gotta like, if you know this is what everybody, because this is how I really feel about some of these artists. I feel like some of these artists know how to navigate. So if they see what's popping and they see, all right, you know what, this is what all these kids are listening to.
He'd be like, bing,
you know what I'm
bing,
saying? All right, I'm trying to get to these kids real quick. But I feel like some of these artists actually got something to say. So it's like, all right, I'm gonna take this little loss. I'm gonna go down there. I'm gonna boom, 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 get their attention real quick. You know what I'm saying? Once again,
That's what Kodak
and then go back. Then go back to what they was originally
Why
doing.
gotta be a loss?
Well, not even a loss, but I just feel like sometimes I misworded that.
Dogwhistle 3.
No,
the whole joint. I made sure that I spoke to you from my heart.
Right.
I didn't let anything go. We didn't let anything surface.
Right.
That didn't represent exactly what I felt. Something that I could reference in my real life.
No, yeah, I feel that.
But that's what make you different than them.
But not even a loss.
I guess,
what I mean by loss, let me reword that.
I mean, talking about you. This is the whole point.
No. What I mean by
I can't categorize myself though.
Yeah,
if you
but that's
ask me
fine,
what genre I'm in right now, what genre I'm in currently, I couldn't tell you. And I don't think none of them could. I don't think nobody could.
That's good. That's good.
I think what the difference might be is just like it's the difference between you because you're a producer. You make your beats and you rap on them, and you control the whole thing. Yeah. I guess a lot of people you saying mumble rappers or just people that are doing microwave shit. They're not making their beats. They're not producers. They're just like rapping on a beat that someone brought them in the studio and they got on and shit.
Like so Playboy Cardi. I would take him as a prime microwave rapper. Playboy Cardi, I think, is a prime. I guarantee.
Microwave.
Yeah, rappers? I'm not gonna lie, dude. I like bouncing to that shit. Let's keep it a beat.
Sometimes you need it.
Let's all keep it a beat.
Love that.
I do like Playboy
to
Cardi.
shit.
I don't think that he's a microwave rapper.
Only reason I'm saying that because
I think that it's something genius put into every piece of art that you like.
No.
But
I feel like how did that person get you to like it?
That is true, but I feel like with more so like it's not the lyrics that make me like it. It's like the vibe.
The flow.
It's the vibe. It's like he spent more time on the flow and the vibe of the song rather than the lyrics of his songs. Because if you think about it, you can play a Playboy Cardi song and he's saying the same shit on every track, bro.
No. Yeah, but doesn't that matter? Just he's not though.
Bro,
he's not. But listen,
bro, I guarantee you.
Why doesn't that matter just as much as somebody that's saying?
But I'm not knocking it. I love it. I still fuck with it.
I want to ask you something.
I still like it.
I feel like in your tape you found like a
you
good
ever
line
heard about
in between.
You ever heard about the whole game changing if you change home base to the left a little? If you put home base, if in baseball, if you put home base, right, it's at a certain degrees. If you put it a little to the left, things get different. The whole game is different now because you're standing on a different plate. Everybody's running on a different angle now.
Okay,
you understand what I'm saying?
All right.
So if Playboy, and this is just how I like to look at.
No, yeah, go ahead. I'm following you. I'm following you. Go ahead.
If you think he's saying the same thing every record. One record he might say one thing and it's just that one cadence, right? And then the next record he changes the bass just a tiny bit.
Exactly.
And it's a whole different game for these kids because they listening to something else.
I agree with you 100%. I agree with you. That's what I'm saying. He's not. His focus is not on the lyrics. His focus is on changing the vibe, is what you just said. Like more so like, not tricking you, but like, almost like kind of putting it out in a different way so you can see it in a different way, almost like different perspectives, almost like how you just said, like it's the same shit, but let me just change the perspective a little bit. You know what I'm saying?
To me, that's what I did with
like the approach.
It's to me, every record is the same shit. I came from the same space.
Right.
Just, different perspectives that when it's like you could be standing in the middle of the street and take a 360 picture in your mind. If you could do that, you would see like the perspective from the window, the perspective from the car, the perspective from the in New York, the rat running down the street.
Right.
You would know every perspective, right? And
Lots of rats.
They got big ass rats. I heard they got some big ass.
And so you would know if you knew every perspective, you could write something from every perspective, and you could, if you were trying to be that literal.
That's a good joke.
So
I feel like
wait, real quick. Back to what I
feel like.
Wait, no, bro. I just want to clarify myself.
I just want to say one thing.
All right, real quick.
No, I was going to say your tape. I don't know. I feel like the beats that you made on there definitely has a newer sound to them and more like relevant, but it still has your style on there on them. But you're actually saying shit. You know what I'm saying? I think that's what they're saying. But like
I feel like that's what conscious is.
But with Cardi's still saying shit. But it might not be something that's like trying to evoke. I don't know. It's just a different it's a different thing, bro. Like I don't know. I want y'all to get it like. I don't know. It's just a different thing, yo. Like,
I understand. I feel what you're saying.
Something that makes you vibe and just like get in emotion and shit like that. It matters just as much as somebody saying something that you can like.
Okay,
follow
because it
the
is a feeling. It is still a feeling.
It's still a feeling. You know what I'm
But
saying?
going back to what I was saying, I didn't mean. You remember when I said J. Cole took a loss? I didn't mean loss. I meant like step out of his like norm.
norm. And that's
You feel
good.
what I'm saying?
And that's good though.
But
If
that's
he
stepping
needs to
out
do
of the
that-
norm. I feel like that's low key like a tactic because he trying to like gain. He trying to get people's
Look,
attention. And
I
shit.
think-
Yeah, but it's like, yeah, go ahead.
All right, all I'm saying
My
is,
fault.
I think to get good at everything, I mean, to get good at anything is to get good at everything, right?
Yeah.
I feel like if you explore your mind, then you can understand everything. Like you said, if you get the whole landscape, you can walk around New York and just look at the signs, right? Or you can look at the streets. Or you can look at the buildings. You can look at the stores. You can look at the people. You can look at the things. Like, just getting into every single thing, right?
Facts.
Like Quincy Jones said, he learned from this lady. Damn, I'm fucked up, but it's
In
like
French,
the best,
in French.
the best pianist of all time.
She was like
right,
a
or
French.
something.
She was like a French pianist.
She said there's I think there's like 7 notes, right?
Yeah.
And he said, think of all the songs that have been made with 7 notes. Explore all 7 notes, right? That's how you understand music. And that's what Quincy said he used for his whole, that's how he made everything. He just explored. He did everything. And I feel like that's what's important. Because I feel like a lot of artists, they touch one side of themselves.
That's fair.
But what makes a great album is touching all different sides of yourself. Make a love joint. Fuck it. I'm sorry that I fucking love a chick or something. God damn, all right. You know what I'm saying? Like, why not make it hard ass, Sean? Some days I feel hard as shit. Some days I'm like, you know what, fuck it, dog. Fuck this shit, right? So you can make a song like that. Like, I feel like playing into, like, who a person is, that's what it is. Some people just be doing one type of style, and I feel like the best way to be a great artist is to do all of it. You know what I'm saying? That's why I love when artists try other shit. That's fine. I like that. You're like, sell out. I'm like, shut the fuck up. He's making money. Shut up. What are you doing?
Facts.
You're like, I'm sticking to my roots. Shut the fuck up.
And
man.
that's
Like,
what.
come on.
That's why y'all gotta look.
You ain't making no money. You sticking to your roots, but how broke you?
That's why y'all gotta look
You know what I'm
at.
saying?
That's why you
That is
gotta look
true.
at. You gotta look at it
Fuck.
like that, yo.
That's what I'm saying.
You gotta look at it like that.
Exactly.
But yo, I don't know. We was talking about outside and shit. He was saying, like, I don't know. You were talking about how you moved to New York and shit, and it's a whole different world. You gotta like know if you can maneuver out there, like you can know how to maneuver in Philly, and that made a lot of sense because it's like, you know Philly. You know what I'm saying? But when you go into a whole new world and you trying to figure out like what's what and what's what, and you figure out you can maneuver there, you onto some shit. You know what I'm saying? So you went to New York and you learn how to maneuver. That's the same thing with like music. You're doing a whole certain genre of music, and you want to maneuver in another fucking genre to get more people's eyes. Why not? You know what I'm saying?
Facts.
That's true. That's 100% facts. I ain't gonna lie.
What you like? What you like and dislike about living in New York?
I don't dislike living nowhere. I'm living.
Facts.
But as far as what I like about living there, it's a lot of good food.
Facts. Dude.
It's a lot of great food. The nightlife is great.
Oh yeah.
I live in Flatbush, so I get to see all of like the Jamaican and Haitian grandmoms and stuff. Like they real nice. You get to help people. You feel what I'm saying? So it's like it's always like just it's just always a new light, a new perspective to look from.
Yeah.
You know?
That's what's up.
There's a lot of neighbors in New York. I feel like real communal based. You know what I'm saying? Like everybody know each other. We've been growing up there.
Yeah.
You know what I'm
That's
saying?
how Philly is pretty much.
Yeah, facts. I agree.
You think? All right. You think New York is a
Everybody saw
little like more integrated than Philly though? You feel like I don't know. I feel like when I go to New York, like I go to different sections.
Yeah,
and you
sections
only
are-
see
yeah.
that.
I feel that sometimes.
Like you know what I'm saying? You go to Hasidic Jew neighborhood, you only see Hasidic Jews.
Well, it's
You
not
go to,
true.
like,
Williamsburg
Jamaica,
is all
Queens,
Hasidic
only-
Jews, but it's like it's pretty mixed pretty well.
I
Them bulls be
from what I-
partying, dog.
from what I
Those
saw.
are my peoples. You know what I'm saying? So I can say this, so whatever. But you know what I'm saying? They be partying, dog. I be coming home and they're still like drinking on the corner. So I'm like, what are y'all doing?
Yeah.
But y'all fucking got a pray now or something? Like, come on now.
Funny
What
as
the
shit.
fuck? This is crazy. My bad. No. But yeah, so I feel like, I mean, do you see that or is that not really? I mean,
I see a lot of togetherness
yeah.
up there. Yeah.
Mhm.
You know what I'm saying? I see a lot of people grouping together up there. Like whether it be any race, I just like they be chilling. You know? They really be like, but I seen it. I know what y'all talking about.
Yeah.
I know that it's changing. Like it's changing Brooklyn, it's changing dramatically. You know what I'm saying?
yeah, man.
Like just like Philadelphia is changing, just like the rest of the world is changing. But
Yes, it is. There's a lot more people now.
I feel like Philly on his way to being New York, like on the low, for real.
Oh, shit, man.
Philly is changing,
like-
bro. I feel like it's on its way up, bro. Like
I feel like it's always been its own entity.
it definitely has.
And it's crazy
We definitely
because
got our
I
own
didn't
jump,
really
bro.
know
We're
this.
the oldest state.
Yo, wait,
We
what you about
are
to say? You
United
ain't really.
States,
You
know what I'm
thought
saying?
we was all
Fuck
like.
out of here. We
No,
found
I
electricity here.
never
When I
really
left Philly,
noticed-
that's when I peeped. Like
I never
we got
really
some
know.
children.
No, see, I left Philly when I lived in South Carolina.
Yeah.
I left Philly a few times just to live in other places. But when I went to New York, I seen how fast like America is going,
Mm-hmm.
and I saw the speed that we
was
as
going.
Philadelphia is really going, and I'm
shit.
like, oh, all right, we got it.
Yeah,
We
yeah,
just
that's what I'm
got it.
saying.
Somebody would just
Facts.
came down here and was like, we're gonna chill right here.
That's real shit.
You know?
I used to live down in Florida, and I was like, damn, like I really missed the crib. I really did miss back home. It was like it's different. I don't know. I love it here. I don't know.
Like I like traveling and all, but I don't like living nowhere else. You know what I'm saying? I can't do that. I don't know.
No, I like
hard,
experiencing it.
Yeah,
like
Dude, I
living
love it.
like,
I love
yeah.
experiencing it. But it's
But
just
I
like
don't know,
Philly
man.
got something different. I don't
Me
know. It's
personally,
like when I
can't.
get here.
I got a
Especially
son
the
too. I can't leave. You know what I'm saying? Because I can't just be traveling around with him. That's the only thing. You know what I'm saying?
Colt
Like it's
gonna be
bad.
running
yeah.
around in circles.
Yeah. Colt the boat, dog.
Colt the boat.
Yo, so like it. I mean, we've been going a nice hour. You know what I'm saying? What do you
Yeah.
fuck with the most about Philly, man?
my neighborhood.
Your neighborhood.
Ha good join the
Why you
fraternity.
say that? What's different about your neighborhood than the rest of Philly?
My family.
Your family.
Yeah. But I think that's the special thing about Philly is that like it's weird people like to say we not the city of brotherly love because of how like you can like gauge the violence and stuff like
That's
that.
bullshit, yo. They
But-
only televise the violence, yo. They don't
Yeah,
televise
and
all
I'm
the
not like
good
I'm
shit.
not even trying to like go
No,
there
for sure. Yeah.
because I know because it's such
They be
a
doing
fact,
that
it's
shit
such
though.
a
That shit be
fact.
pissing me off.
It's such a
They be
fact.
making
I
the
don't
city
like to
look like
talk
shit,
about
and
it.
it's like
Yeah.
the city not even like that, bro. It's so much brotherly love in the city,
Yeah,
but they only
it's
televise.
such-
just make
it's
people
such a
paranoid,
it's such
bro.
a negative fact. I don't like to talk
And here's
about
the problem.
it. But
That's
Yeah,
like
my
some political shit.
we the
problem.
and it's political. It's whatever. But
Yeah.
I feel like with everybody, we all have a space where it's like a second family.
Facts.
Not a lot of cities do you get that in where you have a second family. Or you
Facts.
got the homies that
Exactly.
you know. And I think that's like it's rare for a city to have where a lot of things come out of that might be like violence, but for real, it's all good. Like you know what I'm saying. I got a lot of homies as homies because of homies. Like
Exactly.
Facts.
Exactly.
yeah, that's
Somehow
a
you know.
fraternity. You know what I'm saying.
Yep. That's how I build. Be on the strings, pretty much. All
what
right.
you're doing.
So how do you feel like the album's been out? Or your tapes? What do you call it? An album or a tape? Like what do you?
I'm
wanna
calling
call
it a tape. I'm calling it a mixtape. Yeah.
So it's been out for how many days? Like 2 or 3 days right now? No, since
Came-
Friday, right?
The 17th.
17th. What
Tuesday,
day
I
was
think
Tuesday?
that was.
I'm tripping. So that's like how many days is that? That's like
3 days.
oh yeah.
About right.
I'm high as shit. Yeah.
3 days.
I can't count.
Three,
Yeah,
maybe
But like, how do you
four.
feel?
Yeah,
Like, how you
about
feel about
Don't know if
like,
it depends on when y'all drop this.
like how you feel about like the responses
True.
and everything? Like it's positive.
I love it. I mean, it's overwhelming actually. Like when you just asked me that, I ain't know what to say just now.
Yeah.
It's overwhelming because I like I said, it was a resurgence. It was me coming back, giving something back as a project, not knowing how people was going to like react to it. Like
Yeah.
my mind as a whole, I'm vulnerable now, and I got such a wave of positivity back. People saying they feel because of it. It was like, oh, like all right, like now I know like I'm not crazy.
Facts.
That's a feeling that I don't think a lot of people in life get to experience.
That's an
before they
excellent
die.
answer.
I
So
know what you. I feel.
I'm
I
like
know exactly
I'm
what you
thankful.
mean.
I'm thankful, man.
Facts, man.
That's an excellent answer.
Everything you did up until that point. I feel that, yo.
How old are you, if you don't mind me
Crazy.
asking?
29.
Oh, yeah.
I'm 30 now. I like to live back the year.
That's fair, man.
You saw my
That's
face.
all
I'm like,
fair.
yeah, I'm 30 now.
So I'm 39.
Yeah.
I'm
But
29
yo, I
every
mean,
day. Fuck
oh,
it.
sorry, you got more questions, Keen?
No, I just wanted to talk about Grace Baptist, bro. That's a great song, yo.
Thank you.
That's one of the like that's
Yeah, that was
fire
pretty,
as
man.
fuck,
That was
bro.
like a real like it was like you could tell the production you did that all on purpose. Your bars were it's like everything was like incorporated for itself. That's why I love hearing
Yeah.
rappers that make their beats because it like all
You got
makes
full
sense.
control.
It's
It's
like you were
all
there
you.
from like birth.
Yeah.
And now you're like raising the beat, and you're like, all right, now I'm gonna give you some bars. You know what I'm saying? You're like, let me give you some bars real quick. All right, I'm gonna start slow, and then like just you know what I'm saying. Then just like make these bars crazy, and then it'll just turns into this fucking like masterpiece. You know what I'm
Yeah.
saying?
Word, thank you.
It was a great track, man. And that was a great album.
Facts.
Yeah, real shit.
Facts.
And honestly, this has been a fucking pleasure, man. This is an OG
Honestly,
of Philly.
this is a great episode.
Y'all better give it up for this fucking man. Theodore Grams still out here, still doing his thing. Until next time,
Thank you
kids,
so
this is
much,
Fuck with
bro.
Philly. Bam, baby.
Hey.
Live it up.